All right, let's talk about the Rays. We move next to our cover story and really the whiplash we're all feeling over the future redevelopment of Tropicana Field. Is it going to happen? Last night, Pinellas County Commissioners approving bonds for the project, but the Rays say too little too late. The team says the delay in this vote now has pushed the redevelopment back and the team can't afford the overruns. Oh, the overruns. Let's talk about it. Our Eric Waxley, he was live there in real time following the on-again, off-again saga. He was the first reporter on the scene covering the hurricane when it ripped the roof off of Tropicana Field. And he joins me now in the studio tonight. Eric, this whole thing with the home of the Rays, this saga has been going on for years, as you know, because you've been covering it every step of the way.
Yeah, and it does have that soap opera feel, really. Now, stadium deals are rarely smooth. This one is getting especially messy. I was in Ybor City when the Rays announced plans for a stadium back in Tampa in 2018. In fact, I asked Rays owner Stu Sternberg that day about the timeline. He told me they hope to be in that new ballpark in Ybor for opening day 2023. Yeah, that deal never got the funding to become reality. Then in early 2021, we got our first look at options to develop the 86 acres surrounding Tropicana Field and keep the Rays in downtown St. Pete. The situation looked promising in January of 2023 when the Rays said they were fully engaged in talks to stay in the city. And things really moved forward this past July when the City Council approved the plan to build a new stadium with expected completion in 2028. The price tag was going to be shared with the city, Pinellas County, and the Rays, estimated at $1.3 billion. As part of the plan, the city would sell the team the surrounding land for $100 million, giving them the rights to develop what's known as the historic gas plant district. But following back-to-back hurricanes, the Pinellas County Commission delayed approving the bonds to pay for its share of the stadium. That's led to a back and forth between the team and county and city leaders. And the St. Pete City Council did approve its bonds earlier this month, finally, and then last night the county did the same. But the Rays now say the delays in all this will push back opening the new stadium to 2029 and add hundreds of millions to the cost. Well, the team says it can't afford those added expenses, and the deal needs to be renegotiated. Commissioner Chris Latvala says he doesn't trust Rays owner Stu Sternberg.
So taking into account your expertise over the last 30 years, have you ever seen a 30-day delay result in a cost overrun that would be in the $100 million or $200 million range?
No. Now, Latvala did say that he trusts Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred and hopes that the wheels are now in motion to actually get the Rays a new owner. That does seem kind of far-fetched at this point.
And you've done reporting recently talking about how this isn't really unprecedented. These overruns and increase in construction costs have happened in other markets. Like I think it was the Buffalo Bills. They're dealing with the same thing.
Yeah, several cities are. As I mentioned, what's happening here with a contentious stadium situation is something we've seen time and time again. Stadium prices are skyrocketing and often end up costing way more than original estimates. Nashville's new stadium for the Tennessee Titans is up to $2.2 billion. The Buffalo Bills' new stadium went up more than $500 million. It's now at $2.1 billion. And Las Vegas's Stadium Authority recently said the price tag of a baseball park for the A's went from $1.5 to $1.75 billion. And while that stadium is being built, it looks like the A's will play 3 seasons at a minor league park in Sacramento.
So it does happen, and I think you were, this was the image, I think,
memories.
of the hurricane, and you were there when the roof was literally getting ripped off in real time. Everyone remembers this, and you were walking us through it, Eric, every step of the way as it was happening. And you've spent a lot of time here. I mean, I grew up here. This was, I don't want to say emotional, but it was kind of like, it was a shame to see this happen.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of people.
As much as people rip on the stadium, it's a landmark here, and it's been their home for decades. And if this situation needed any more hurdles, Hurricane Milton seriously damaging Tropicana Field just did that. Last week, city leaders approved spending $1.7 million to prepare designs to repair the stadium. Total cost to fix the Trop could be almost $56 million, and of course that would be repairing the stadium only to maybe see it demolished in a few years. Okay. The only thing for certain right now is the Rays are playing this coming season at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, spring training home of the rival Yankees. As for 2026, 2027, and 2028, well, who knows? The Rays say the earliest their new stadium could be ready now is for 2029, but so much has to happen for that all to be reality.
Outdoor baseball. The Rays will finally have it, at least for a year. We'll see how it all plays out. Eric Waxler, thank you, sir.